Breaking news in the NFL as Myles Garrett has been traded to the Los Angeles Rams for Jared Verse and a 2027 first-round pick. Jacob Hebert here for NFL World. Going to break this down for you. This is a blockbuster trade that will have also additional assets included, as the deal has yet to be finalized. But what a trade this is for Myles Garrett. Getting to go away from this mess. That's the best way. That's the nicest way I can describe the Cleveland Browns. It is a mess. And put him in Los Angeles, where he gets to be with actually talented offensive players and actually talented defensive players, and have the best team he's ever going to be a part of. This is a guy who's been to the playoffs, I believe it's twice in his entire career. He gets to go to a team that was in the NFC Championship game and continuously got better. Think about this. In the last 3 months or so, the Rams have added Trent McDuffie. They traded for him. Jalen Watson, who was another talented corner for the Kansas City Chiefs, extended Matthew Stafford, and are now traded for Myles Garrett. Jared Verse is a talented pass rusher, and he will be good at some point, but I don't think the Cleveland Browns will help his development, is what I'm trying to say. What Jared Verse is, he's a talented player. But we saw that with Myles Garrett in Cleveland. He was the best player in Cleveland. The best player in the Cleveland Browns organization, probably in history, and yet, I listened to Ozzie Newsome, but that was not, no. Myles Garrett, what he did, this guy's had over 100 sacks. He had an all-time record-breaking season last year, 23 sacks. A record that has been tied once before. He broke that record. On a bad team that had no chance to win, has no direction currently, he had 23 sacks. Because there would be games where he'd have 5 sacks. There would be games he'd have 4 sacks. Consistently, this was happening. This was not only against good teams, this was bad teams, good teams. Every team that you could imagine, he had a game where he just wrecked the entire game. Put him on a team that has an offense that can score points, that won't have this nonsense in the front office. This is a Super Bowl caliber team in the Rams. And they should immediately be on any site, in any way, in our mind, body, anywhere we are, we should immediately see that's a favorite to win the Super Bowl. It has gone up. If it was 800, it's 100 now. It's crazy. Because that's the team that I have. Look at that team. Look at what they did. And they didn't give up a whole lot for him. They gave up a young, talented pass rusher and a first-round pick next year. That's it. Of the details that we know. We'll know more details in a little bit. Because the deal cannot be finalized until tomorrow. So it does technically still mean the deal can be scrapped. Because it'll only be official tomorrow at 4:01. But the league office closed at 4. Don't ask me why that's the case, but it is. This team, though, in Cleveland, what a mess they've made. And they continuously do it. I saw a tweet that said, the Browns are the Browns. That is the nicest way you can ever say terrible is terrible. This front office did. My gosh. I'm not against the decision of firing Kevin Stefanski. The decision that they made to go and say, we're going to interview Jim Schwartz twice, but then not consider him really a candidate, and then bring in Todd Monken, which no one wanted this job anyway. You got this job, you might as well have gone out of football entirely. So why not give it to Jim Schwartz, who the players like? All the defensive players said, want him as our head coach. And they're like, yeah, nah, no. We're going to go with Tom Monken. And we're expecting Jim Schwartz to want to be the defensive coordinator. And Jim Schwartz said no, and you said, okay, we're right now. That's what they did. Myles Garrett, I don't know if you guys saw this. Instagram, and he did the meme of the chef outside who looks completely exhausted. That was Myles Garrett. What do you want this guy to do? He's been in the league for almost 10 years. He's done everything you asked him to do. He's been a sack artist. He's been the best player on that team. What do you want him to do? The only thing this guy has not done in his NFL career is win a Super Bowl and been in a Super Bowl. He's never done that. What do you want him to do? When he's put on a team that's front office they're so done. They can't do anything right. They can't. This is what you do. And also, they could have gotten way more. I don't know why they waited so long to, in terms of what they got, was 2 first. I know people were going to compare this to the Micah deal because they had the same question. So why wait till after the draft? Well, they couldn't do it. The Myles Garrett contract made it impossible because they moved the day on his contract to the 15th day of the new league year. So in March, you had normal contracts are the 3rd day or the 5th day of the new league year. That's where contract money is guaranteed. They just paid him. He was not happy, but they moved his date to the 15th day of the new league year, which, if I remember correctly, is near the end of March. And then they said, we don't want to do it right now. Can we move the day? So they said, okay, we'll move it till after the draft. By doing that, the money is also kept. He was still going to get his money anyway, and mostly guaranteed. The Browns actually trading him gives them a deficit in dead cap for the next 3 years. So it's not even great from a financial standpoint. So they still messed it up. But they at least waited till after June 1st so the money's kind of different and a little bit better. Had they done it earlier, it would have had way more dead cap. But it's still a really bad decision. And they still didn't get a whole lot from it. Even when we get all these details that come out, if it's another first and that's it, then we're looking at this saying 2 firsts and a good pass rusher. We've seen this trade before. It doesn't pan well that next year. And obviously, you couldn't expect it to pan out well, because how is it going? How is it going to? This won't help the Rams. It won't, because the Rams don't have 2 first-round picks this year. Oh, but wait, had you did it and even eaten all the dead cap, you would have had 3 in the first round. But you didn't want to do that either. So they messed it up in so many different levels. I'm happy that Myles Garrett got out of there. He now goes to a team that has a chance to win a Super Bowl and deserves to win. And he'll be really good. Again, he's still really good at football. Even though he's over on the other side of 30. He's still really good. The Browns just continue to be the Browns. A complete and utter mess. For NFL World, I'm Jacob Hebert. Out.